Welcome to Voiceover Work, an audiobook sampler. Where do you listen? I'm Russell, founder of Newton Media Group. Today is Monday, March 20th, 2023. It's the first day of spring, and it's the first day of Ramadan. Patrick King's new book, Unspoken Social Rules Etiquette, was written to help us learn what we should have learned when we were 5 years old. According to Patrick, these unwritten social rules will help you understand how you can better blend in anywhere and make a lasting impression. Today's episode is the preview of Patrick King's new book, Unspoken Social Rules and Etiquette, Uncommon Sense and How to Act. You might think the word etiquette is hideously old-fashioned. In a world that more and more highly prizes individual personal expression and authenticity, it can seem like social rules are an outdated and repressive piece of history we've all moved on from. However, if you're reading this book right now, there's a strong chance you suspect that this is not true and never has been. Human beings are social at their core, but the paradox is that socializing doesn't necessarily come easily or automatically. Enter social rules about how we have all agreed to behave in social situations. True, these rules are never written down or taught at school, and yet we all know they're there, particularly when we break them. In the chapters that follow, we'll not only explore the very real and very important rules that hold this shared social fabric together, but we'll also look at exactly how to put them into practice in a world full of ambiguity, gray area, and imperfect people. Can a person live without all these unspoken social rules? Maybe. But by the end of this book, you may find yourself proving just how much of an advantage you can give yourself by mastering them. Becoming socially adept makes life easier, richer, and far more rewarding. The rules, you'll see, don't restrict human expression and flourishing, but enable it. If you're the kind of person who wants to be more likable, a better communicator, and more skilled at diffusing misunderstandings and conflict, then read on. Every culture on Earth, at every historical period, has unanimously agreed on one thing. At the start of any encounter with another human being, people need to say hello first. The Victorians made a high art of introductions and greetings, placing enormous weight on what was said, how, to whom, and in what order. Today, more relaxed and modern cultures have fewer rules about how to open any social interaction, but there are always rules. This chapter may seem a blindingly obvious place to start, but the sad truth is that many people think they understand this basic fundamental skill and still get it wrong. Their biggest mistake? Simply forgetting to greet at all. Yes, even if you are shy or consider yourself an introvert, are nervous, or are having a bad day. Yes, even if you feel awkward and don't know how. Yes, even if they're the ones being rude first. Every greeting and introduction are a chance to show respect for the other person and give them a good impression of you. There's a reason people say first impressions matter, because they do. But one thing people forget is that first impressions are not just a chance for you to show who you are. They are a chance for you to graciously demonstrate that you are willing to have a good impression of the other person. It's worth dwelling on this point. In ancient times, when humans encountering a stranger was a rare and potentially dangerous situation, the tone they set in those first few seconds made all the difference in the world. The very first task in any social situation is to establish a shared space of mutual respect, understanding, and good intent. You want to communicate that you are good, that they are good, and that you desire for the interaction between you to be good too. It's an act. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Voice Over Work, an audiobook sampler. You can learn more about the author, sign up for his list, and get some free materials by checking it out at bit.ly/PK Consulting. That's Patrick King Consulting at bit.ly/PK Consulting. Thanks for joining us. Join us again next week for the chapter-by-chapter preview of the same book, Unspoken Rules and Etiquette.